Hi everyone, welcome back to my book nook. Amanda here. So today we're going to be talking about the book that was my long read for the month of February. And that is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I loved this book so much. And my review is not going to be able to do this book justice at all. So before I even get started, get this book, read this book. It's very good. I just don't know. Okay. So the two main points of view that we're dealing with are Tane, who lives in the east, and Eid, who lives in the west. And there's a lot of, they're kind of not, both of these areas, they do not really communicate well at all with each other. And they have very strong tensions because years, centuries ago, there were issues regarding some dragons, fire-breathing dragons, that tried to basically destroy the world. And the East still have a connection with water dragons. And the West, they do not trust them because of that connection with the dragons. Tane wants to be a dragon rider. Basically part of the military type idea. You bond with a dragon, you connect with this dragon, you fly on them and you fight with them. Eid is a lady of Queen Sabin of the West, who is part of the line that helped defeat the Nameless One, which was the dragon that almost destroyed everything. And there are assassins that are coming after Queen Sabin. Assassins who want the Nameless One and his draconic army to rise again. Eid is also connected to this thing called the Priory of the Orange Tree, which is basically designed to help protect the realm in general. They're not supposed to really be bound to any member of anything. Their job is to protect everything. And Eid is devoted to Sabin. And the two of them ultimately end up in a relationship, which kind of puts her in tensions regarding the Priory. There are people who are trying to form a bridge between the East and the West because of the Nameless One's probable return and the knowledge that they will need both of these sides working together in order to stop this. And it's not going well because neither side wants anything to do with the other. There are people on both sides getting killed when this connection's found out. The East also has concerns because people might be bringing disease, because there are issues with diseases that get brought in by people who do not live in the area. And there's a lot of tension. There is another character, Nicholas, who is an alchemist who is trying to create a potion kind of immortality. And he and Tane have a lot of headbutting together due to multitudes of things. Ultimately, these connections do end up forming between the East and the West, and you have your big battle between things. There is a lot of death that ends up happening because this is another war-based type book. And at the end, eventually, Sabran and Eid are going to have to part because for a period of time, in order to make things, to fix the world and everything that had kind of started to fall before they'd be able to get back together. I did not do at all justice on reviewing this book. And I feel so bad about that because it's so good. But there's so much that happens. And so many little amazing stories and everything. The most I can really just say is you need to read this. This is a very, very, very big 9 out of 10. probably mentally one of the closest to 10s out of 10s I can give, but again, my whole thing with I'd not be okay with this being the only book I'd ever read in my life, so I can't give it a 10 out of 10. But, oh my god. It's so good. Read it. Please, please read it. Find it any way you can. Beg, borrow, buy. Get this book. Read this book. Buy it new, buy it used. Borrow it from the library. Borrow it from a friend. It's so good. I highly, highly recommend it. It's not a quick read. It is a dense book. It is a 700, 800 page book. There is a lot of stuff that happens. In the back, it actually has a timeline of events. It has a dictionary of, a glossary of words. It has an index of people that are important. I didn't want to open it to show it because of how big it is. When it came in the mail from Amazon, some of the pages had already started to fall out because it's such a big, dense book. Get it, read it, I love it. It's amazing. Yes, this book. It's great. Subscribe, like the video, ring the notification bell so you see all the other videos as they get posted, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.